Hello, in today's video we will be walking through the application for Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, or Tanf. Before we get started, we would like to disclaim that we are not professionals, and the information we have provided is done to the best of our knowledge, with help from the New York Benefits website, which can be found here. What is TANF? The Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program provides assistance to needy families with or expecting children and promotes individual responsibility and family independence. This program includes assisting needy families so that children can be cared for in their own homes, preventative measures for out-of-wedlock pregnancy, the encouragement of two-parent families, and assisting with job preparation. The Temporary Assistance Program has two major programs. The first is the Family Assistance Program, and the second is the Safety Net Assistance Program. Family assistance is cash assistance to eligible needy families comprised of a minor child living with a parent, or a minor child living with both parents, or a minor child living with a caretaker relative. Eligible adults are limited to receiving benefits for a total of 60 months in their lifetime. Please note that this includes months of TANF-funded assistance granted in other states, and the months do not need to be consecutive. Safety net assistance is cash assistance to eligible needy individuals and families who are not eligible for family assistance, including single adults, childless couples, children living apart from any adult relative, families of persons found to be abusing drugs or alcohol, families of persons refusing drug or alcohol screening, assessment, or treatment, and aliens who are eligible for temporary assistance but who are not eligible for federal reimbursement. Those who are eligible can receive cash for a maximum of 2 years in a lifetime. If somebody is eligible after that period, benefits are provided in non-cash forms, such as a payment made directly to your landlord or a voucher sent directly to your utility company. Emergency assistance. You may be eligible for emergency assistance if you are facing homelessness, having no food, no heat, or your utilities might be shut off. Benefits can include payments for shelter, food, and utilities, as well as moving expenses if you need to relocate. Eligibility for the program. You must be a resident of New York. You must be a U.S. citizen, legal alien, or qualified alien. Your children must be citizens or have eligible alien status. Your family must earn less than a certain amount of money per month. The children must be 18 years or younger. And if you are older than 18, you must be a full-time student with an expected graduation date before the age of 20. The children must be living in the home. Other individuals eligible for the program include pregnant women during the month before their due date, and countable assets must be $2,000 or less, and licensed vehicles needed for individuals subject to the work requirement may not exceed $8,500. Important information. Please note that there is a maximum of 60 months of TANF assistance benefits within one's lifetime. The Temporary Assistance Program requires enrollees to follow a work plan that will help them to become self-sufficient economically. The program will provide cash assistance during the plan so that families can train for work and take care of family health. Families and individuals will also have to cooperate with social services in order to stay in the program. To apply, you will need a birth certificate or other proof of identity, proof of shelter and residence expenses, and if you are applying for the safety net assistance, you will be required to provide a proof of your fuel and utility expenses as well. You will also need proof of income as well as resources and proof of wages for the last 4 months in case you had a job during that period. How to apply. To apply, you will need to download and fill out the application before handing it to your local Department of Social Services. The printable application is linked here, and this link will take you to a list of local departments and their locations. You can send your completed application along with required documents through regular mail. You can also apply through your local job center if you live in one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. Now we will take a quick walkthrough of the printable application itself. We are looking at the Tanf application. The information you provide in this application will help determine whether or not you are eligible to the federal service. This first box is a quick eligibility check based on the people living in your household. If no boxes are checked, you do not qualify for TANF-funded services. If one or more boxes are checked, continue with the application. In this first section, they ask for some basic information about the applicant and the applicant's family members. If you are unsure who the applicant is, you can go to page 6 of this document to see a definition. If more than one person is requesting TANF services, an adult family member applying for TANF services must be listed as the applicant. If there is no adult family member applying for TANF, the applicant is the oldest child requesting TANF services. Provide the name, home address, and telephone number of the applicant in item A. In item B, provide the names of the applicant's family members who live with them, and be sure to list the applicant's name and information as well. Item C asks if the applicant for services is a minor child, is the child, and you can check 1 if either applies. If the child is living with a relative who is the primary caretaker of the minor child, or in foster care and there is a plan to return the child to the home. Next, they ask if there is a minor child included in item B above. If yes, you can jump to section 2. If no, continue to the next question. If there is not a minor child included in section B, is the applicant or a family member pregnant? If yes, jump down to section 2. If you check no, go to the next question. Section E asks, is a family member included in item B above the primary caretaker of a minor child? Again, you can go to page 6 for a definition of minor child if you are not sure. When you are finished, you can go to section 2. However, if you check no, continue on to the next question. Item F asks, are you the non-custodial parent of a minor child or children who does not live with you? If you are not, you cannot receive TANF because neither you nor a family member is a minor child, is pregnant, is the primary caretaker of a minor child, or you are not the non-custodial parent of a minor child. But if you are, complete the information below. And please note that you must also complete the non-custodial parent information referral form. Section 2. This section asks for information on citizen, non-citizen status. In item A, if all the applicants for TANF are citizens, just check yes. If no, fill in item B. If an applicant or family member applying for TANF is not a U.S. citizen, go down to pages 7 to 9 in this document and determine which immigration status applies to each family member applying for TANF, and enter the status number from the list in these boxes here. Section 3. This third section will ask for some information on the income of family members. Item A asks if the applicant currently receives benefits from any of these programs. If yes, check which programs and then jump to section 4. If no, complete item B for the applicant and each family member listed from section 1 item B. List all sources of gross income, including wages, Social Security benefits, public assistance benefits, child support, alimony, etc., and any recurring income of a family member. If you are not sure what is considered gross income, go to page 7 for a definition. After this, item C will ask if the applicant or any family member is regularly paying child support in accordance with a court order for children who don't live in the household. If the answer is no, go to Section 4. If yes, list how much and how often this is paid. Section 4. This last section lists some final notes about the application and asks for the applicant's signature. Please note that you may be asked to prove any or all of your statements listed in this application. Tanf will explain how to do this if they ask you. Here's some information about why they want your Social Security information and what they may use your Social Security numbers for. After reading through this, the last step is the signature. The applicant will sign here. If the applicant is a minor child, a parent or the primary caretaker of a relative must sign for the minor. And if the child is in foster care, the Commissioner or the Department of Social Services or the Commissioner's designee must sign for those children in foster care. This is the end of the application. The remaining pages in this document, as referenced throughout the application in this video, include definitions of various terms used in the application, as seen here, and it also includes an immigration status list on the last few pages of this document. Now we will return to the presentation for some final notes about Tanf. Next steps. An interview should be scheduled within 7 working days of your filling an application. A decision should be made within 30 days of the date you filed your application if your application for family assistance is approved or denied. Or if you applied for safety net assistance, you will be told within 45 days of the date you filed your application if your application was approved or denied. Alternative options. These emergency programs are part of the TANF-funded emergency assistance. As discussed in the first TANF video, you may be eligible for emergency assistance if you are facing homelessness, having no food, no heat, or your utilities have been shut off. Please note that you do not have to be eligible for ongoing temporary assistance to receive these emergency assistance. Additional programs you may be eligible for include the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or the Women, Infants, and Children Program. You can find more information about them through these links to our YouTube videos. For more resources, please go to the Contra COVID website provided below. Should you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to email us at info@contracovid.com or call us at 617-942-0271. We hope this video was helpful to you, and thank you for watching.